Hey guys, it's Whitney and Jared from the Holiday Homestead. Um, we have taken a bit of a break from making videos for a little bit because we have been busy, super busy. We've been busy building this and and that and that and all of that. Oh my goodness. So we finished the house. It is done. We're chilling out on our deck right now, enjoying a little a moment of peace and quiet. Well, it was peace and quiet, sort of, yes. But yeah, so we finished the house, and it's amazing. Well, okay, finished. We walled in.
Enclosed.
It's enclosed.
Livable.
Yes, it is livable. Exactly. It's got 4 walls, 2 floors, and a roof. So
And windows and,
and
doors.
windows and doors and a washroom with a tub with plumbing and a kitchen sink with plumbing and all this amazing stuff. Yes, John. Hi. And so it's incredible. And so we between now and the last video, we were moving in and finishing and doing and all this stuff. And so now we are oh gosh, we're doing interior stuff, but it just feels nice. There's Evelyn. It just feels nice to be inside. Anyway, so here's a quick I guess like what montage or whatever, something of all the stuff that we were doing this last week. Oh, goodness. So we still have to put the Tyvek up around the rest of the house, but I got it up on the lower floor. We just had to pull it down to get some of the sheathing on the upper floor, and we'll get there. We'll get it all covered up before, hopefully before September when it starts to really rain and get super wet. But yeah, it's up anyways. And we got some steps built here. Some nice little, kind of works. We're going to do a boardwalk from the steps all the way out to the outhouse up there. But for now, we'll make this work. And then also we're going to put a sauna over here. So the boardwalk will kind of tee and you can go to the bathroom that way or to the sauna and washroom and all that the other way. And there's all our plastic from when it was pouring rain and before everything was done. And here's the other side of the house with the solar panels. And we put a little safety thing on the window because we kind of worried about our 4-year-old with a window with no screen on it. So we decided to put a bar across it to keep it from opening all the way. And yeah, we still have a lot to do to get it all covered up, but the solar panels are working well. And the kids are enjoying the space, and Martha's having a great time. So, and plus the garden is doing pretty good. We got lots of potatoes happening. The slugs ate everything else, and I wasn't prepared for that, but it's fine. All right, so what I'm working on is wall covering. So we have a ton of, what is it, like 7/16 sheeting of OSB. And that's just left over from the sheathing from, the house. And I saved every piece of scrap, every little piece, and I put it just under the house to keep it dry out of the rain, And so now that we're doing the interior walls, it's really handy, and we don't have to buy more plywood to do these things. Now, of course, because these are scraps, they don't fit together super well. There's kind of little jagged edges and whatever. But with what I'm doing, it doesn't really matter because everything is going to be covered with another layer. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so this is the wall, and you can see there's gaps that don't line up. There's some big old spaces where something was cut uneven. Up here even more. It's just all over the place. And I'll tell you, behind this is even worse. There's a bunch of gaps and stuff, and but anyway, so the wall under this is just patched together with stuff that was already here. I didn't have to go out and buy anything new. And then what I did was I guess this whole time we've been building and starting, I've been squirreling away flooring. And so flooring, basically of any kind. This is some nice, oh gosh, I don't even know how thick this is. I think it's like 7 mil or something. It's nice flooring. I got this, I think 3 packs of this for like $20 at a used store. And then I got some of this, I think also the same used store. This is like a rubber backing, kind of waterproof something or other. And then there's some of this over here. And then I have basically a ton in the Shelter Logic, and it's all different types. Most of it I got at it's called Build Up, excuse me, that used materials store. But also I got some off of Facebook Marketplace. People were selling it. I got some that was for free. I mean, I just picked up wherever I could. And the thing is, I know it's not going to all match. I know it's not going to all fit just perfectly together. But the difference is I can kind of make it work, and I can use whatever I have the most of for the biggest projects. So this wall is a pretty small project. It is 12 by 8. And so, it's not huge. It's like 100 square feet, a little over. And so what I did was I found the flooring I had a lot of, not the most of. The most of the flooring I have is like a gray that was pulled up from a house that's going up for sale. It's being remodeled and all that. I have a ton of that. I don't really like the color, but it is super useful, very durable, quality stuff, and it was free, which was amazing. And so what I've decided to do is do all that one color upstairs, because that is a huge area. The upstairs is just is the footprint of the house, and so it's 20 by 24. And so I decided I have a ton of that. I will use all of that one color for the upstairs. But down here, I've got separate rooms that I can do different colors in, and kind of make the transitions work. So anyway, so that's the thing is, when you're doing this on a budget, you really have to work with what you've got, but you also give yourself a lot of options by gathering a lot of stuff. And that way you have time, or you have material to do stuff like this. So back to the wall, sorry. So basically, I'm using the flooring to cover this entire wall and make it kind of look like that wood paneling, And so, again, I didn't have 100 and however many square feet of this particular color. So what I did was I used different color down here where the couch is going to go, because this will be behind the couch. I know, because I've measured, the couch comes out to right about this line right here. And so everything behind this wall, behind the couch, is going to be covered on this wall. So I figured no need to use my, nicer flooring that I actually like the color of. Use whatever I've got down here just to make it, uniform. And then behind, above the couch and on the actual wall, use uniform color. So, and so this has actually been kind of in my head for a while as far as the installation goes. And right now it's actually kind of coming together. So if you've ever installed laminate flooring, you'll know that they have these little grooves. There's this part and then there's this part, and they all fit together. And so, and this is actually pretty decent quality flooring. This isn't, the little sticky stuff. There's some stuff that looks almost like a sticker. It's so flimsy, it like wobbles. I have some of that too. But you know, for the wall, at least for this wall, I have enough to use this type. So that's really nice. Anyway, so basically you install this the same way you would do a regular laminate floor. So you kind of tilt the board a little bit. Now, because this isn't a floor and because I've used scrap, this whole wall is kind of uneven. So it's not going to set just perfectly. Oops, let's flip that around. It's not going to set just perfectly. And so there are going to be some spots where you kind of have to finagle. Like right here, there's a gap, and I let my son hammer this one in, and he just hammered it right down, all the way down to the stud, which is fine. I can just pull it back up, but basically I just give myself a little bit of room and probably put like a little spacer under it so that it actually sits flush. And then this part here, I left this part bare, and I'm probably going to take those panels off down to the floor because I forgot that the wood stove is going to go here. And so we want to do tile for that so that the wood stove sits where there's a heat shield. Anyway, okay, so sorry, I get distracted. So we're putting this on. And so when I say uneven, it's just because you kind of have to wiggle the grooves into place. Normally when you're putting this flooring in, it just kind of clicks, you know, because it's all even and all just sits beautifully. It's like, yay, you know. But when you're doing this on an uneven wall, you kind of have to jiggle it around a little bit. But that sits just about right. And then I can't do it when I'm filming because I need two hands. But you'll just take the little tool. There's like a little black block that has a lip on one side and like a little handle on the other, and you just tap it into place, and you just tap it down. And that's what I've done, you know, here where the seams are. And, you know, from a distance, I mean, you can still kind of see the seam if you look closely, but from a distance, it looks real smooth and just kind of sits there. And then, well, then I'll show you the second part, so hang on. Okay, so I got this tapped in, and this is the tool that you use. It's a little block, and you can see there's a little lip on the other side here, and you catch that lip onto the top of the board, and then you hammer it in. You're supposed to use a mallet, so it's gentle because you don't want to crack this part of the wood, and you definitely don't want to have your catch sitting on top of this part of the wood. That's the next groove, the tongue and groove for the next piece of board. So anyway, so you just slide it along, you know, and tap as you go, and then you come around the back end of it, and you do the same thing. You tap it that way so that it comes together, and so you can see the difference. It's all, I mean, the joint is right here, and you can barely see it. So it's really nice. Now, with used flooring, and especially like free stuff, you know, you're going to have some little corners, or, you know, maybe someone dropped the box or something, and that's why it's free. So hey, but you get these little like spots where they just don't quite line up, or something happened, or some little bit is kind of puckered. I don't worry about that stuff, but if it's that, you know, if you're that worried about it, then hey, probably should get brand new stuff. Anyway, so the next thing, so now this is basically tapped into place, and you can see like it's not gonna, you know, wiggle out. And a lot of times when you're installing wood paneling laminate flooring as a wall, you'll put some glue behind it. So you'd like, you know, put a bead of glue, and then you'd put the piece on and tap it in and all that stuff, and it sets. I don't have glue right now. I mean, I guess I could go out and get some, but I don't really want to. Anyway, so I'm just using nails because that's what I have. And also I kind of like the look of nails on wood. It makes it, I think, look more like a wood floor because it's got nails in it. So anyway, so what I'm doing is pre-drilling the holes because this stuff is very almost brittle if you try to hammer it. I did try to hammer it a little bit. I tried a couple different methods of fixing it, and I tried a staple gun. That got through. Good morning. Morning. I tried a staple gun, and that did work. It got through the piece, but it didn't go all the way into the OSB. And then also, because I'm using several different types of flooring, I know that some types of flooring, the staples will not go through. And so I didn't want to have, 4 different methods here trying to affix it when I've already got different flooring and all of this stuff. It just, it just kind of adds to the jankiness in a way. So I decided to just keep it uniform, at least as far as affixing goes, and just do nails. And they're nothing in particular. It's just nails that I have. Small heads, I guess. Not quite brad nails. I guess you could use brad nails, but I prefer to have a nail with a nice flat head to it so that it just holds better. It's a good mechanical affixment, if that's a word. Anyway, so I just pre-drill the holes, and I know where my studs are, of course, because I've got them all the way up here. So I'm just gonna pre-drill this with my left hand. So just a little hole, nothing huge. And then, let's see here, let me do one above this stud, right in there. And one at the end here. And this one at the end, I kind of have to toenail a little bit because the support is over here. So I'm going to do an end cap for this whole thing. So I'm not worrying about my edges right now. I'm just going to do an end cap. And I wanted to do an end cap anyway because the main areas where you get a lot of damage to your walls and traffic and stuff, it's always right at the edges. And, with 4 kids running around, I figure my edges are, hey bud, are probably going to get all chewed up and brushed past and all that stuff. So anyway, okay, so now I'm just going to put nails in each one of these, hammer them into place. Oh, I need to put one more here. Hammer them into place and then do the next one. So hang on. A little more.
All the way down?
Yeah, just like 2 more hits. Beautiful. That's basically there. Right on. Good job. Okay, so that's basically it. So that's the piece that we just put up. And there you have it. So it's got 2 nails, 2 nails, and 2 nails at the end. And it's nice and smooth. I like how it's all fit together. And it's literally so easy. A kid can do it. A 7-year-old, yes, can do it. So we're gonna do the rest of the wall in this. I have just enough material to finish this wall in the same, that's my rooster, oh my gosh. The same material, the same flooring color. So I'm hoping I have enough just to finish, and then if I don't, I have something that's very similar that I can put way up top, and honestly you wouldn't notice a difference, on a galloping horse, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so if I have to use it I will, but in the meantime I think I have enough to just use this stuff, because I really like the color. It's kind of cool, it's like wood paneling or whatever. And then yeah, and then we'll move on to the bathroom and the entry and all the other stuff we have to do today. There it goes. The yurt is sold.
Sold. Really?
It is. Sold. Okay, and then
It's called Inspecto. But no.
So then maybe one more time over. Roll or fold.
roll, fold. start as a roll and end up as a fold.
Are you rolling it or frying it? Wait, down.
Hey, watch out, guys.
Down and out of the video.
Huh?
I said down and out of the video.
No, it's alright.
Mm.
Okay, last one.
Yay!
Oh, it's awesome.
John,
How small that comes out to.
just because you have a nickel doesn't mean that you're famous.
Okay, you're good. And there's just the base left. Everything else is folded up. So guys, that is it. We are in the house. We have worked hard, very hard.
We're sitting on a couch.
We're sitting on a couch inside, and it's amazing.
This is a new thing. I've never seen it before, but this chair reclines.
Also true.
It's fancy.
It reclines.
Fancy new technology.
We've arrived. Obviously, we have a used recliner. Oh man, but no, we have put. The kids are upstairs. We have put so much into this house, and it's happened. It actually all came together. So we've been in the house now for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
2 weeks now.
2 weeks, yeah,
Yeah.
give or take. And that's been the main reason why we haven't done a video, is because we've been so darn busy getting everything done. And the few videos I was able to grab while we were working was not even a 10th part of everything we did. We built the bathroom. We have a bathtub with plumbing. We have the water. It drains. It does. Anyway, and gosh, we built a bed, a king size bed, a frame, and put a mattress, put a king size mattress in a tiny little bedroom, so it takes up the whole room. It's really nice though.
It's comfy.
It is. It's very comfy. And we got insulation upstairs, so the roof, the ceiling upstairs is 90% insulated. There's edges that we haven't done, but we got a really huge blessing with some amazing insulation that it all just came together, and it was just one of those God things. It was amazing. Anyway, so it's, we're here, and it's not finished. We still have to do the insulation inside. Yes, it's not finished. But the exterior is sealed in enough that we're cozy and warm, and we have a wood stove right here. Super nice. That keeps us toasty. And we have a lot of more winter prep to do, like wood, obviously the insulation, building the deck so that we can, or building more deck so that we can put more wood out and make it available easily in the depths of winter when there's 7 feet of snow outside. So there's a lot of other stuff we need to do, but for now it's all doable because we have a nice little spot, and we sold the yurt, so that's a big deal. And yeah, so it's really great.
Turt.
The turt, yes, the tent yurt, the turt. I prefer to call it a yurt. Anyway, but so yeah, so it's really coming together, and a lot of the interior work we're going to do during the winter, countertops and little stuff like that. But we'll still keep making videos of all the little things that we're doing to finish, like bringing in my cast iron stove, which I'm really excited about, and setting up my kitchen, and just kind of building the kitchen around this stove. along with setting up the homeschool room upstairs and making it so that I can.
She keeps hitting my leg and I don't
Because
know
you're
why.
not paying attention.
I'm tired.
Staring off in the distance. Yes, also Jared is working now, building stuff. So he's very tired and he's building stuff for other people because we have, I guess, developed some kind of skill or something. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, so we'll keep you guys informed as it goes along. And hopefully we won't, freeze to death in winter.
Wow. Way to hope.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We'll be good.
We'll be very good. Anyway, so yeah, guys, I guess, I don't know. That's about it. But here's Martha. I know you guys are all just waiting for us to stop talking so you can see Martha. There she is.
Martha Mae?
Martha! I know. That is her spot. We brought that rug from California just so that she has her spot. I know, baby. Hi, sweetheart. You want to say hi? She's a good girl. She got a scratch on her nose. Oh, it's okay. Anyway, all right, guys. Bye. Don't make faces and don't cut off your hair. I'm just painting like a horse. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's weird. With your foot.
She likes my foot. Oh, yes. Oh.